thought it was time to give an update with regard to how our negotiations, especially in the leisure industry, are moving ahead with landlords trying to get rent-free periods, where clients of ours are in serious financial difficulties, and especially with the announcement today that the British Property Federation, Revo, UK Interactive and UK Hospitality have called on the government to give a £1.75 million grant to help tenants actually see their way through towards coming out the other side of the enforced lockdown they've had, and also with trading being so bad as soon as they do open, because to put it bluntly, most of our club, bar, restaurant operators have reported disastrous figures on reopening so far. That is obviously welcomed if the government do step in, but surely it's a message to landlords who are playing Russian roulette with kind of 5 bullets in the gun, where tenants cannot see their way through and who don't want empty property, to actually come and agree terms with their tenants, investigate exactly what their financial problems are, open book negotiations and offer their help. The government will only actually give the help to landlords who will match the cooperation. So the landlords have to do 50%, the government do 50% of the help. And I think this is not only a welcome move to the hospitality industry, where we have forecasts that 30% of Leicester Square restaurants could be vacated without landlords' help. And hopefully landlords will get the message as well. Right, and also their bankers, who so far have been hiding under a bushel. With any luck, we'll see our way clear towards reopening in London, and also more, as importantly, in the provinces and all around the country, which is recognisable compared with what we left previously. And we are actually getting some traction from landlords. The initial approaches in March of this year was not our problem. They've got the lease, and then they started talking about rent deferment, and some of them now, especially people who are looking, landlords who are looking at restructuring leases a bit, possibly putting an extra year on the rent and giving a 6 month rent-free period. So there is some traction which is coming about, but the message now, which will be all over the news, is that the government are even thinking of assisting. If the government is thinking of assisting, then surely those landlords who are being bullish and say, no help, rent deferment, and the tenant will have to pay me back, will recognise that those tenants will not run a business which will see them having a mountain to climb, even once they get up and running and trading, especially if the next door restaurant's going to be empty, fully fitted, and they can go into that with a 6 months or 9 months or a year's rent-free periods. I hope that landlords and tenants and bankers will all be sensible and get together and share the pain of the dilemma we are facing, and perhaps this message will get across to landlords as well as tenants, and especially bankers. Hope this is useful to everybody, and we plough on with an enormous amount of work to do, a lot of con calls with new clients coming in, tenant, whether they be tenant or landlord. We act for landlords and try and save their tenants as well by giving a certain amount of assistance, and hopefully we will save what could be a real dilemma, especially in the leisure industry. Speak soon.